What's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic. And if you guys have been around on my channel at any length of time at all, you know that I have been trying to make this card work for forever. Callaphe, Beloved by the Sea, and there was an event that came out that was like Historic Brawl decks showcase. They just built a few decks, and one of them was with Gadwick as the commander, and I just got this hand where Callaphe was out and it just got massive, and we were just playing a really awesome like tempo-y, tap all your stuff, they were bouncing stuff, and all of a sudden Callaphe was like 20 power and swinging in for the win and just busted and awesome. And I was like, you know what, I think we can build that in standard right now. Like all the pieces that were awesome were all in standard anyway, and so we need to add one more thing. We also have to have Shadow Spear in here, but that is basically the idea of this deck. Was I wanted to bring in just some fun janky stuff that we can do with this, not janky necessarily, but just good, you know, just like some good stuff that we can play here with Callaphe, trying to make it work. And so basically this deck is tempo. We are playing, you know, Gadwick to be able to tap down all of their stuff, playing a bunch of cheap spells kind of that are tempoing them out, making sure there's not as many blockers. And then we have Callaphe to come out, be massive. They don't have any creatures we can swing in. Shadow Spear, which I'm glad I remembered, to be able to make sure that we can swing in as well. I actually, surprisingly enough, this is kind of the funny inclusion, but Pouncing Shore Shark I think is going to be really good here because it turns all of our legendary creatures. We have a few. Well, it can't hit the humans here, but it can at least turn Callaphe into a shark for us. So then we can play a second one and be really good and powerful. We're going to see how well that works. We actually don't have like that many non-humans to be bringing it onto. You know, maybe we go ahead and trim down the sharks. I really want them to work though. We're gonna go down the sharks, up the unsummons. All right, that's better. All right, but so this is the deck. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the gameplay. I could go through all of the different pieces, but really what it all is just, you know, control, tempo, all the things. Teferi, disruptions, a lot of different lands. You get restorations. I'm trying to fit in things that will stick around that have devotion for us. Teferi, the perfect tempo card, all this kind of stuff. Let's just go jump into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Giving me credit for the view on YouTube if you want to. I definitely don't ask for that. It does help support me. Clicking it and watching it through to the end, commenting, liking, all those things are really important for the YouTube algorithm. So if you guys want to do that, if you like, I'm totally thankful and grateful for that. But I also like, I do this because I figure some people may not want to do that. So it's fine if you don't. All right, up against Boros, we have 3 lands. Like honestly, getting to 3 mana is really important for our deck. We're gonna go ahead and just play this one out. Hopefully negate hit something on turn 2. Like that's the dream, I guess. But then Baron, Jace that's not a terrible play. And they're mulliganing down to Oblivion here. All right, well, Vision tapped, pass the turn. Negate actually might come in handy against this deck. We'll see. Is it just mono red or is this? Okay, yeah, looking like mono red. Ooh, and disruption. Okay, pass the turn. That's nice. Hits the landfall, gets the hits, makes us cry. So many tears. But that was good. That was really, real good. This doesn't have haste, right? All right, so let's go Baron, bounce the Hellhound. Pass the turn. Land gives him Castle Embereth, so we may not want to block this Fervent Champion. Stompy. That's cool, that's cool. We don't want to bounce that to hand really either. Do we go Gadwick here and start just tapping stuff down? Or do I bounce the Hellhound one more time? Drawing 2 with it would be better. See, they can play it out and this anyway. Let's go Gadwick and draw a card. It also is a 3/3. That's not bad. And there's a land. Nice. All right, let's see how this goes. Annex. That we bounce. Ooh, there's our Callaphe. Okay, bounce the Annex. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong one. Oh, well. It's all good. It's all good. No attacks. Pass the turn. Play the tempo. To start building up a board, make it a little bit difficult for them to actually do anything. There's Castle Embereth. We have another Gadwick, so fine. If you want to spend a card here and not play the Annex again, we're fine with that. Actually, just kidding. We're not fine with that. Hey, sweet. We gotta play our our negate. Annex comes back. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. We know they don't have Embercleave in hand, so let's just go Callaphe. Yeah, I guess we're gonna start actually swinging in against Mono Red, which feels funky, but yeah. Tap you down again. Jace. I need to protect as many people as possible. Scry 2 here or just draw? I guess we don't need to draw just at the moment. Shark Typhoon's pretty good. We do have a lot of cards out, so let's go ahead and drop the Opt, I think. Swing in here. Hold back the Gadwick to block the Annex, pass the turn. And we're just really hoping that they don't have an Embercleave here. Embercleave is definitely the worst possible thing. Yeah, block with Gadwick. I mean, Callaphe is really big too. Like that's going to be an issue for them. Bone Crusher Giant, really big. That's cool. It's cool. This is a 4/4. Let's see what if we would just want to draw something here. Let's go ahead and hitting land would be nice. Gadwick for the tap. Yeah, let's go ahead and go X2. Disruption as well. So we could tap right now and try to get in with Callaphe. Are we okay blocking the Bone Crusher Giant with Gadwick? It's probably better to hold off for one more turn. So pass the turn, no attacks. Hellhound. All right, play out the Opt. Tap down Bone Crusher Giant. Draw Seagate Restoration. It's a lot more card draw. This is nice. The nice thing too is we can actually play out Shark Typhoon and then get a 7/7 if we hit a land, which we know we have one to play. So yeah, it's a pretty good play. There's another land too. All right, so first off, let's go ahead and I think we just draw here. Baron. All right. Land, Shark Typhoon played out. Tap down Hellhound. So the Robber Rich is the only one that can block the Callaphe. It's 10 points of damage. And they take it. Oh, okay. All right, that's fine. I mean, we can also just win with Callaphe. Robber Rich number 2. Gonna go stealing our cards. Don't go stealing my cards. Oh, that's annoying, actually. I couldn't if I tried. Oh, honey, I get restless. Okay, down to 7. Bounce and kill him, right? I mean, yeah. Bounce a blocker. Play the Kraken. Swing with Callaphe. Good game. Sweet. All right, not too shabby. Yeah, I like this deck. Up against Dragon. And we'll keep this. Ops and disruptions. Yeah. This feels great. And oh, yeah. We have to hit another untapped land, hopefully, because I do want to be able to use this disruption. Dragon! How many of you guys have seen Braveheart? Not any like the sequels or the dumb ones, but like the original. No, is it Braveheart? Dragonheart. There it is. Never mind. Dragonheart, not Braveheart. Dragonheart is really, really good. Braveheart's good too, obviously. Yeah, those are two very different movies. Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, before you scry, I'm going to do that. That's tempting. We don't have the land. We probably could get out the disruption as a land right now. Because up against this deck, they're probably going to play around counterspells a little bit better. And we still have another draw, so we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it. Mm-hmm. Not a land. But Omen of the Sea is a pretty good alternative. Yeah, passing the turn. We're going to hold up. We're going to dig for a land. Or counter something that we need to. Is that worth countering? No. It would be good, but it's not more important than us finding a land here and getting Kraken down. Land and neutralize. Yeah, I'll keep both of those. Yes, please. All right, now we're in really good shape. So I'm actually going to play out the Kraken here first. Even though it's a little bit awkward, we're trying to play tempo, not control. And up against a control deck, getting out threats is really important for us to actually be able to win a game against them, because they're going to win the late game all the time. So just like holding up this stuff isn't going to help us. So holding this up against their threats, though, up against the ways for them to get rid of our board, like stopping Glass Casket would have been really nice, but they never would have played if we didn't have a threat out there. Now we can Brazen Borrower, you know, things like that as well. Do we play out the disruption with 2 neutralizes? Yes, we do. Pass the turn. Now we Brazen Borrower that, hold up neutralize for later. Okay, draws with the Tome. See us hovering over our hand. I was waiting for the end step there. All right, whatever. It's fine. Bounce the casket. Give us back our Kraken. Draw a card now. Hold up neutralize. That's pretty good too. That's really good. Taking 2 extra turns against a control deck seems really nice. We need another land off the top. Like we do want lands as long as we have Kraken out. If we find land here, not a land. Pay 1, hold up neutralize. Yeah, we gotta start building a board. Pass the turn. If they don't Glass Casket, then we just flash and Brazen Borrower. Yeah, we're in good shape here. All right. If they want to spend mana for a second counterspell or second removal spell, that's fine. Or counterspell here. We still at least got a token out, and we're slowing them down. Glass Casket number 2. That's cool. Another Brazen Borrower. Nice. Is that better than just going like Teferi here? I think we go Teferi. They're tapped down. We can start getting some value with this. Get rid of a Gadwick. Swing in for 1. And the clock is on. It's 20 turn clock because this will eventually gain them 4 life. Yes, we're doing it. All right, please don't have an Elspeth Conquers Death. Which is, yeah, okay, yeah, pretty likely. I actually want extra Gadwick sometimes, you know, it's not the worst thing to get rid of, but guess we drop another one.
Back's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt tomorrow. You're not there for tomorrow. All right, let's Brazen Bar, hold up, neutralize again. Gadwick is pretty nice, but I don't know if this is better than that, especially because we're not gonna be able to hold up. Actually, we're not able to hold up neutralize for next turn. So yeah, we just Gadwick here, X2. Can't cast the Brazen Bar on their end step anyway, so might as well just get out some stuff. Disruption is dead card, I think, now. And swing in. Crawling Barons will be pretty nice as well. That's a decent threat for us. Yeah, this is the issue. If we were like the aggro style of tempo, we'd have a pretty good chance against this deck. We need Callaphe, and we need him to stay on board for us to have a shot against this deck. That's basically necessary. Could tap down the Maze Mind Tome as well, huh? Interesting. Is it hexproof? Discards. Oh, they have another Dream Trawler with the... Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's really bad. So if something returned to our hand... and it's a token, I think I actually do want to keep the Gadwick out. So as weird as it is, we're going to bounce the token here. It technically goes to our hand before it fizzles and it ceases to exist. So we get an extra draw here. Down to 13, pass the turn. So Gadwick is a good answer for what they have going on. And so is Callaphe. So... yes, brings this back. We can take one hit. It's more important that we get rid of this. I guess, yeah, we can counter and tap. There we go. No counterspell, please. Yes. All right, sweet. Much better shape now. Because we can tap down the 2 Dream Trawlers for days. That's not as big of an issue here. So Callaphe, get out a big threat, tap you down. Swing him in. Hit for 5. That's not a small amount. How do we do this, though? We need 2 spells to cast. We have Brazen Bar or Brazen Bar. That's enough for lethal, right? So, yeah, I think we just go for the tap down and hope they don't have removal for Callaphe. Callaphe. Okay, draws a card. Pumps up the Dream Trawlers. Gets some more life gain going. Five cards in hand. Oh man, this is crazy. All right, so Brazen Bar. Tap down the big one. Come on, discard and give it hexproof. Neutralizes that. That's fine. Okay. And then Petty Theft, and I think we actually target the Maze Mind Tome. They can replay it and get a Scry, but if we tap this, they discard. Yeah, I'd rather just make sure that we have a little bit more protection. So tapped on Dream Trawler, and that's lethal on board, unless you have removal for this. That's fine, that's fine. We still have lethal. Yes! Yes! Take that, Control. Yes. I said that that's the only way that we get there is we have to get out the Callaphe. We have to keep it alive. And we did just that. We did just that. Are they gonna I think we're gonna get timed out here. You know what? If you do something mean enough to make Control time you out, life is good. I'm just gonna breathe that in. Yes. I'm worried to say anything else, but we'll see how it goes. I love you. I love you, Control. All right. All attack in, no blocks. We got there against the Control deck, which did time us out. Good for you, Dragon. Oh man, I love salty Control players. They're the best. All right, pretty good hand. Lots of card drop against a Yorion deck, which Yorion will be a little bit annoying for us. Doom Foretold. Hopefully we can counter it. Like honestly, I might just go for counter spells here. We'll draw into lands naturally, right? Yeah. Hopefully. There's a Thassa. Pass the turn. Thassa and Baron can be pretty cool for us to play, like with Gadwick, or like if Baron can keep bouncing back our Gadwick, we keep playing it over and over again. We can just have like so much value. Okay, Omen of the Sea. What are we digging for here? I think it's Callaphe. Don't need another Gadwick. Neutralize is nice. We'll hold into Neutralize. We still have bounce spells and other things, so stopping a Doom Foretold is really important. Pass the turn. All right, we're on the Control plan. Birth of Meletis gains you live. Fable Passage brings Yorion to hand. Cool. Yeah, let's just go ahead and bounce this. This is also a really good threat for us to have, so we do want walls off the battlefield. Opt. Another Brazen Bar. We really need lands here too. Maybe go to the bottom with that for now. Disruption. All right, now we really would like an untapped land. Like Disruption could counter some good stuff, and so is it worth holding on to? Or I think we just need to get our land drops. So play it out, pass the turn. This basically telegraphs that we have another counterspell though. But that also, we telegraph that just by holding up mana every turn anyway, so it's fine. All right, pass the turn. One nice thing against Doom Foretold is we actually put out a lot of permanents as well, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, play out Brazen Borrower. Get our clock rolling. No Heartless Act. Very interesting. Swing in. Pass the turn. Omen. Cool. Heartless Act. Yeah, that's not worth countering there. That's fine. We expected that to happen. Pass. We need to get to where we have like 6 or 7 lands in play so that we can have some bigger plays. Sublime Epiphany is going to be epic. Yorion. Do we actually care about this? It does draw some cards and stuff. Is that better than just playing out like Omen of the Sea or even like a 2/2 Shark? Because we have ways to tap down. I think we actually just let that go. As weird as it is, Yorion's not the biggest threat here. I think it is Doom Foretold. And like Dance of the Mance, things like that. So what we're looking for here is like a land and something we can play off the top. Ooh, that's interesting. You can also use Shark Typhoon here. How good is Teferi? I'm not sure if it's that good in this matchup. Like I think I'm playing it after like a lot of other stuff. So we keep the land. Try to fight something maybe a bit better. Even more lands I think I'd prefer over the Teferi at the moment. Yeah, so Dance of the Mance, we do need to start making sure we can tap this down. Passes my turn. Disruption. Okay, play out the island. Yeah, just pass the turn. Take beats from Yorion for a bit. We need to hold up counter spells. Okay, down to 16. Is that land? Gets the scry. A land to get to Sublime Epiphany would be really nice as well. And having something to be able to copy is also pretty nice. So let's go ahead and go X3 here with the Shark Typhoon. That way we're not that far off with the race, honestly. If they want to spend, yeah, counterspell, that's fine. Removal's good. I don't want to bolt ourselves with this. All right, so a couple of interesting plays we can go for. So we can go Gadwick X1, hold up Op to just bounce the tap the Yorion, take whatever damage they deal to us for the next turn. They probably have removal for the Gadwick anyway, though. Holding up Counterspell, obviously really good as well. They're getting close to Dance of the Mance mana. I think we just go ahead and play out the Disruption. And holding up Sublime Epiphany would be really nice, though. Negate and Disruption is also not bad, though. We just take our beats one more turn. Play it tapped, pass the turn. Yeah. Countering and bouncing Yorion could be really nice. I think that we just play it slow. This is my biggest issue with control, is that like I don't play control often enough, so I don't know when to go like aggressive with your counter spells. Like, is that's not even the right terminology for that, is that? I'm throwing aggro terms even into my control decks. That's how little I play control. I'm just not used to playing these later games against these decks, so I don't like know what things end up being important because I don't do it often enough. And so we'll see if we can figure it out along the way. I mean, I've played enough Magic that I know what I'm doing to an extent, but we'll see. We'll see. Down 12. Like, honestly, I might even just want to be holding on to the Opt as well. Maria's Call. They have enough for the Disruption. Well, neutralize. Opt. Yeah, we'll keep that. That's fine. Fast turn. counter whatever we can with Sublime Epiphany. Bouncing the Yorion at the end step isn't the worst either, if they don't play anything. Alright, Dream Challer. Alright, good play. We finally got there. Now we can start turning this around, hopefully. Now we need to actually put out threats and start stopping them from doing too much. We need Gadwick. X2. I'm also just showing that we could have another counter spell. Didn't find it though. And yeah, pass the turn. Alrighty. What you got, sir? I'm guessing they won't play Yorion. They're gonna try to get like other threats, maybe go for Extinction Event or something like that. And that's okay with us. I think how we win is we let them use up a ton of removal, and then we get to, and then I think we get to Callaphe, and we just have to get in with like a couple really big hits. If Yorion comes out, I think we just let it resolve. Oh, like, we don't have any counterspell, but we'll just pretend like we're letting it resolve. All right, so they still have enough for Yorion, but not to pay for disruption. Resolve. We're gonna stay over here and wait a little bit just to like show off. Oh, we totally have something for that. Definitely we do. All right, counter that. Ooh, and a Shadow Spear. Ooh, it's actually pretty sweet. Okay, Gadwit X6 now. Do I want to play anything else out? Or sorry, X3. Draw 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to discard something. Is it worthwhile to just go ahead and play out a Shadow Spear? We don't actually have anything to play besides Brazen Bar. But I want to... Okay, whatever. Fast turn. If it is another Dream Challer they play out here, that's kind of fine. Let it resolve. Take some time thinking about it. Act like a control player. Oh. I don't do this very well, guys. Do we care about that? You know what? Sure, you can have it. I'm fine with that. No big deal. We'll let it resolve. Oh, man. I have way too much fun with this. Let's go ahead and bounce. Shadow Spirit actually is pretty legitimate of a threat here. They do have 2 mana up to be able to have something. Maybe I should have waited to see if they... Because now they might just keep up like a counter removal spell. Man, we have some pretty interesting plays. All right, so Shadow Spear, equip here. Shadow Spear is pretty nice against the Dream Trawler too. We just don't actually have removal spells. We just have lots of bounce spells. All right, attack in. Lots of cards in hand. We start getting life, and we start turning the tables. My, how the tables have turned. Thassa's also just a 6/5 here. So play out Thassa. Tap down the golden egg. Do you want to sack it for food right now? Okay. They must have something. We could also play Baron, bounce Gadwick back to hand. Draw us a couple extra cards, and then bounce the Baron again if we want to. Having Gadwick back to hand actually is not bad at all. Be able to draw more cards. It's up to one other creature, right? So yeah, we'll just submit 0 because I think I have to have him on the battlefield for it to really work out anyway. So yeah, it's fine. All right, only 1 mana up. This is your turn to go off and do stuff. But like, I mean, Doom Foretold doesn't hurt us that much. We actually have a lot of permanents. So Doom Foretold's not that big of a deal. The biggest issue here is Extinction Event. Unfortunately, Thassa is out and able to be hit, but it's also a pretty big threat. Vanishing Light. Okay, fine. Hits Thassa. Cool. You know what? Actually, no. We'll keep that. So yeah, you can play out Yorion, get the Banishing Light trigger again, kill the Baron. They actually might even go for the Shadow Spear. Oh no, this can't hit Shadow Spear. Yeah, it gets the Baron, that's cool. Then we can Brazen Bar, bounce the Banishing Light, bounce the Yorion. Be just that really annoying tempo player. I love it. Oh no, they took our Shadow Spear. Rats. How could this happen? We really do want another counterspell. Have we played all of them? Like we should have more. Let's go ahead and kick a Jace real quick because I've never done that before. So you know, why not?
Scratch the surface of Zendikar. Just to stay one step ahead of me. What? I can't resist a good riddle.
Negate does seem like it'd be pretty good here. We'll go ahead and drop the Castle Vantress to the bottom. That's really cool art for the cards. Yeah, draw that card.
Aha! Just what I was looking for.
So we want to be able to bounce this. Actually, so what we do, I think, is we play out Gadwick X1 and hold up Negate and Brazen Borrower. And this way we can just tap down Yorion in some fashion. Ooh, that's nice. All right, pass the turn. This might actually come down to us milling ourselves out. we do have to worry about that a little bit. Swings in at one of the Jaces. Hey, we're finally losing one of those guys. That's cool. They're really there as distractions anyway. Like, honestly, he should be going after a life total. Yeah, that's fine. As long as Gadwick stays alive, we're in pretty good shape. So we might just hold up the Negate to make sure he does. Doom Foretold. Negate. They have another one that's also pretty fine. Like, honestly, they might have more issues with it than we will. Extinction Event, okay. On odd, okay. Yeah, it hits everything. Like, Extinction Event was one thing we were really worried about there. So, now that that's gone, sweet. Scry 2. There's Callaphe. That goes to the bottom. Opt. Yeah, keep it on top. Draw. We need to make sure we hold up Neutralize. But there you go. Here's a pretty big board. Hold up Neutralize. Pass the turn. Yeah. Nah, we'll submit 0. That's fine. We're kind of doing it. Kind of. This is interesting. Omen. Yeah, okay. That is annoying. But we do have the Shadow Spear, so we're fine. Alice the Conqueror's Death. Yeah, we gotta neutralize that. Extinction Event would be the next most annoying thing. They've already played one of them, but guaranteed they have more in the deck. Although it is Yori on deck, so I mean the consistency is all over the place. What you got now, sir? Let's use Thirst. Kicks it. Has to pay extra, so it's 5 mana to do that. Which is pretty fine. Because now we get to Shadow Spear. Equip this one onto Thassa. Might as well play out a Baron to bounce one of their dudes. We had to bounce the other one anyway, so yeah, cool. We draw here or just scry 2? We have Brazen Borrowers held up. Finding another counterspell would be really nice if we could find it here. But I think we just scry 2. We need to make sure that we hit some good stuff. Okay, Teferi is nice. Unsummon. No. Okay, end step, blink Baron. And pass the turn. What's the worst thing now? Yorion to blink the Banishing Light would be really annoying, but we can also just blink that in response. All right, that's fine. That's not a big deal at all. Yep. This is one of the biggest issues with Dreamtrawler too. Is like Dreamtrawler is a great card, but it also does basically nothing against us. All right, so we actually don't even go for the Brazen Borrower bounce now, because we have the Baron to do it late on the next turn. And that, oh, are we at lethal? Okay, to get lethal, we have to bounce here. And then hope they don't have removal of some sort. This does have flash. They've not been playing this. What? All right, also throwing out Teferi real quick, just for a little bit of extra protection. Draw a card.
Who's ready for a good time? Oh, this is
Another Callaphe. Okay. Swing in. That's lethal. What's the last card in hand? Golden Egg. Okay, not lethal. I forgot about the Golden Egg. Right. Right. Okay. Shadow the Sky would be pretty terrible. Let's draw here.
I do love a good puzzle.
So oddly enough, I think our best play actually is to bounce the Baron. Actually, you know what? So we play. So go to the end step, bounce the Baron, bounce Brazen Borrower back to our hand. Yeah, bounce Brazen Bar back to our hand. Let us be able to tap down the Dream Trawler again. And we can actually turn off its hexproofedness as well. Which in some ways might be worse than just having it stay tapped. You know what? Maybe I didn't want them to untap here and draw. Because if it's a counter spell, that's really annoying for us. Although they can't really do that much damage. We do have the Teferi to blink or to phase out. Let's just do that. Hold it Brazen Bar for some other stuff. Now we can deal with this as well. And Brazen Bar itself is just a really big threat. Dude, this is going so long, but I think we got there. Brings it back to hand and you can play it. It does have flash. We have instant speed removal for it though. Dance the Mance. Oh no. Oh no! Oh wait. We're good. We're good. Maybe we're not good. Wait, are they gaining life here? So we can tap down the golden egg. It doesn't have haste anyway, so it actually can't do anything. So as long as we flash in the Brazen Bar, we're fine. Right? Right? Nothing has flying. The Omen of the Sun is the only issue here, is that they're getting it to draw another card. Dude, this is insane. One on top. Draws another card. Please don't have removal for my Brazen Borrower. That's a land. Do we bounce anything here? Or is it just playing it out to make sure it doesn't get countered somehow? Because I think there's a higher chance they have negate. They probably have Heartless Act though. This is our only chat. No, don't do it. Gosh dang it. Go to my turn. Oh no, cancel. Resolve. Lose an Omen. Now we find the flip and negate. Dang it. Draw a card.
Ideas, like seconds, are fleeting.
We can bounce the creatures, which could be nice. Not necessarily great here, though.
This will have to do.
That's what we got. Man, that was brutal. Keep this one, I guess. How many more things do they have? Another Dance of the Mance would be pretty terrible here. Because, like, to an extent, Callaphe still does a lot for us. Ah! Dude, this game has been so crazy. With power 2 or less. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's annoying, but it's okay. That we negate. Yep, finally found that. Oh, man. Do we draw with Teferi if it's like the one card that we need, which I don't even know what we need here now? Another Brazen Borrower? Doom Foretold starting to sacrifice our permanents can be an issue too. That's a lot of devotion that's going away as well. All right, draw and discard, whatever it is. We didn't want it anyway.
Time to improvise.
Yeah, didn't want that. That was good. Okay, we're good. Ah, we lose so much devotion. So many permanents.
Looks like overanalyze the situation.
Ah, right. The flipping dead to the advance, man. Yeah, the gate was one card too late. And so if I had taken up with Teferi instead of -3, gone for the Brazen Bar onto the Dream Trawler, which we would have lost the Brazen Bar that way, but we would have found the negate that way and had the answer for the Dance of the Manse. So like that was the play that killed us. And that's rough. Go to my turn. Scry first. Another Callaphe. In some ways that could be good to let us swing in twice. I don't think it's what we're looking for. What are we looking for? Gadwick here, I guess? Yeah, Gadwick is, I think, our best play. Okay, resolve. He gives us enough devotion to kind of do some cool stuff. It just lets us redraw into more things. Be amazing. That wasn't amazing. All right, guys, let's try 2, and then if it's not Gadwick off the top, then I think we scoop. Yeah, we're done. Good game. So yeah, that's what it came down to. The negate at the wrong time. Oh man, it was a fun game. It was ups and downs all the way into the very end. Dang it. What a long one, too. So, in the wrap-up with Callaphe Tempo, how do you say this name, by the way? Callaphe? Callaphe? I'm going to go with Callaphe. And, anyway, this card is super fun. I trying to make it work. I do think this is probably the best shell that I've ever put it into so far, where I think that it has the best chance to shine and be an actual big threat. Having the Shadow Spears, having just a bunch of tap down stuff, it's a good threat. It basically becomes the Jin that was in the mono blue tempo deck in the past, where it's a 3-drop. It can be really big if you have enough like basic lands and everything out, and so really cool stuff. The fun thing with this deck is that I was able to run the deck with just 16 lands because of all the different things that come in. Being able to play a little bit of tempo, it's okay to have some tap lands based off how the deck worked out, and I felt like it was working pretty well for us. So overall, I really enjoyed this deck. It was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And those that are sticking to the end of the YouTube video, keyword for you guys is beloved, because Callaphe is beloved. So beloved is the keyword for the end. So make sure, yeah, you guys like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and join us on Twitch sometime where we're going to continue with more stuff. Link is in the description below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.